Alrighty, what's up everybody? It is I, your travel god of extreme and 18-time extreme heavyweight champion of the world, Peter Joseph here for a rainy Wednesday afternoon, August the 20th, 2025. Thank you all for watching right here on the main channel, Killer of Demons 669. And as always, thank you for watching. Make sure you like the video, hit the subscribe button in my pants, down in the description box below. Subscribe to my other channels as well. Show your love and support. Leave a comment on the video if you like. You don't have to, but if you want to, you can. Below these stupid comments, you'll get sent to the Shadow Realm, and Satan and Ozzy will eat your soul. So please, don't do that. Want to do that? Do it on your dead channel that nobody gives two fucks about. There's a lot of them, but I digress on that. Share the video all over the internet. Don't forget to tap and slap that bell. Turn on all notifications so you don't miss the next one. Because you miss anything, you need to get slapped in the face. Because you are SOL, and you know what that means. I don't think I have to tell you. If you don't know what it means, you got problems. You have to look it up. Lazy fuck, but that's all pretty much it. So, like, share, subscribe, leave a comment on the video, and all that other good shit. And for our new members, or if you're thinking about subscribing to this channel, subscribe to my other channels as well. Got lots of content coming your way over the next week. Got a long way to go, but until we hit 2026. But in any case, got lots of content on my channels, new shorts, new videos, lots of good stuff. So if you like wrestling and music and all that other good shit, you came to the right place. The best rants on YouTube. As well, my legendary rant channel. Check that out. PG Rants. Links is down below in the gobbledygook. So, if you want to subscribe, great. You know, well, keep it moving then. But when you do subscribe, as we say in the business, welcome to the party, pal. We hope you enjoy the ride. You sit back. You relax. Grab yourself a nice cold one. This is apple juice. Grab yourself a cold one. Sit back, relax, put your feet up, and enjoy the show. You like it? Great. You don't? Get out of here. And go fuck yourself, and that's all I gotta say about that. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, really quickly, I do have to run to physical therapy in a little bit. So I'm going to quickly do this video, because I am pre-taping. Because I have to be there in about an hour. By the time I finish this, I'll be at the... By the time you get this video, will be up on it. But I digress. But... we got Dynamite tonight, the go-home show. We're in Glasgow, Scotland tonight, even though it's taped pretty much now. Taping should be going on right about now, or about an hour ago, with the Ring of Honor and Collision taping and whatever else is going on before then. But, yeah, so we're in jolly old England for Dynamite and Collision this week. Then we got Forbidden Door on Sunday afternoon, beginning at 2 p.m. 1 p.m., I believe. 1 or 2 p.m. I think it's 1 because Heat Wave is at 7. So, you can tell this show is going to be like a 4-hour show. And they have a strict time limit, so I think it's starting at 1 p.m. Probably go to about 4, maybe 5 o'clock, and then we got a break. And then we got Heat Wave at 7. From Lowell, Massachusetts. And I'll be doing the predictions videos on Saturday. That'll be a double dose of the Shadow Slayer, episode number 80 and 81, I believe, or 81 and 82. Whatever one, I lost count. So check that out, and then we'll talk about, we'll probably talk about all Forbidden Door Sunday night after Heat Wave goes off the air, and then we'll talk about Heat Wave this coming Monday afternoon. So check that out. Please hit that bell, because if you missed it, you missed it. It's like we're talking right now. Everything I'm saying right now is happening right now. What happened again, Joseph? You missed it, you fucker! Ah! You heard that? Well, it was a bang my fucking thing, bastard! I didn't hurt myself. Look, I got fingers! That's gonna go in the blooper reel. But I digress. Anyway, on this Wednesday afternoon, rainy, blah, today. Not great, but I do gotta go out a little bit. But anyway, it is time for your late, out of fucking date AEW Collision review. For this past Saturday night, which was taped, August the 16th, 2025, we are emanating from that great Andrew J. Brady Music Center in Cincinnati, Ohio. A lovely theater, center, whatever you want to call it. But a little bit of a change in commentary for this show because Nigel was in a fatal four-way match. We'll get to that in a minute. But it's Tony Baloney Schiavone and the man who re-signed with AEW. That's Daddy Magic, Matt Maynard. Do you want to know what makes Daddy Magic's nipples hard? You can ask him yourself because I think he still does his podcast. If not, if you ever go meet him, ask. Shit. I can only imagine what makes his nipples hard, and that's his hot wife. Same. And a beautiful baby they have, too. Pays to have a hot wife and who bangs out, you bang your hot wife, you bang out amazingly good-looking kids. Ain't that right, Rebby Hardy? Anyway, we got that. Alright, show was pretty damn decent. We started with Timeless Tony Storm, yes, darling. Bosom. Alright, she comes out, the AEW Women's Champion, praises Athena, the forever Ring of Honor Champion, getting real close to 1,000 days as that champ. She's taking on Mina Shirakawa next Friday at Death Before Dishonor. Probably getting her 69th win, though I love the 69 Mina any day of the week. Hi, Mina. Okay, we got that. She praises Athena as a history-breaking woman, but holy shit, you are annoying. How many nicknames does someone need? Ex-Roman, that one. Shit. So, Tony says, I am the American Athena is the American Joshi, meaning neither country has accepted her. She is the fallen goddess, meaning the good Lord took one look at her and said, holy shit, you are annoying. I love Tony Storm. He is fucking funny, hilarious. However, Athena, if you're a goddess, you better, I better pray. Then she starts on her knees and prays, Dear fallen goddess Athena, I pray that you will be leaving London on a budget airline with my ass print in your face. Damn! And then Athena and my girl Billy Starks come out for a little brawl. They start beating down Tony. And then Athena promises to expose Tony as nothing but a bunch of sexual innuendos. There's nothing wrong with that. She then mocks Tony's pose. And then my girl, Mina Shirakawa comes out. And Athena dives on the security for protection. Like, that's gonna work. Security never works. So let's dive on. Security, help me! Lame ass fuck security. Where'd you come from, Walmart? Shit. Alright, so that furthers the Athena-Tony Storm match on Sunday. I gotta go with Tony. As much as I would love for Athena to win the belt, and then maybe we get a rematch between Mercedes Moné and her 8, soon to be less than 8 belts, going up against Athena, and, well, I don't think she's gonna lose that Ring of Honor Women's title to Mina. I love that, but I don't think so. I think, and I said this before and I'll say it again, Athena will lose at Final Battle this year to Billy Starks. It's gonna happen. Billy will finish her story, Jordan. She will finish her story, Jordan, you bastard. No, Jordan's a great guy. Anyway. Half his friends are... But I digress. Anyway, moving on. Alright, so we got that. Alright, then we got a video for the Hangman Adam Page, who, got his cowboy shit ass beat by MJF last Wednesday. So we see that. We're going to get more this week. Well, tonight, I should say. Alright, after that, we're going to Jet Speed, Kevin Knight, and Speedball Mike Bailey taking on the Death Riders. Marina Shafir. They came in really nicely. I like the way they came in. Good shit. They're taking on William Yuta, the man is useless. And, John Moxley, which is rare. I don't remember them teaming up, like, together. I mean, 6-man and maybe, 6-man tag. You would love to see that, but I never saw Moxley and William Yuta ever team up together. I might have missed it. Man, who cares? Who cares? Anyway, decent match. Back and forth they went. 16 and a half minutes, just under 16 and a half minutes. We're getting to the end. Kevin Knight springboards in to take Mox down, and then Speedball's big kick to the head gets a near fall on William Yuta, because William Yuta has a big head. And I'm not talking down there. Just nothing down there. Anyway, a middle rope Hurricane Run into a power bomb plants William Yuta for a near fall, and a super kick into a backslide gets the same thing as Marina Shafir made the save. Why don't you kick her out, referee? Do something! So Marina then misses a charge into the ring steps. Ow! And then William Yuta knees Moxley by mistake. Uh-oh. Oh, there's gonna be some talking to. So then the tornado kick. Was this Double Dragon 3? Tornado kick into the frog splash. Eddie Guerrero, not Eddie Guerrero, Eddie doesn't like anybody using his move. What are you talking about? I like people using my move most of the time. Like that Javon Evans guy? Oh my god, my friend Mr. Joseph, he hits it almost better as me. Well, he does, because he's bouncy. You're not that bouncy there, Eddie. I wish I was. Back when, not now, I'm old. Back then when I was a cruiserweight, I was bouncy even before Javon Evans was born, Messi Pedal. Yep. Eddie will tell you. Even Ray was bouncy too. Oh, fuck Ray! Oh, okay, I'm sorry. Moving on. But yeah, Javon Evans is bouncy. Your boy is bouncy. He may be NXT World Champion by the end of Sunday night. I doubt it, but because he's got to face the Buddha from Wakanda. Oba! Who? Femi. I hope Oba whips his ass. I'm surprised Javon's still living after what happened last night. Holy shit, you saw that throw by Trick? I think he overshot the announce table. We almost saw a murder. Live murder on live NXT. Where's the security not even security. Where's the cops? Call the cops! Call the FBI! That guy will never live that down, I'll tell you that much. Call the cops! Call the FBI! Call the CIA! Call the 123! No, we're gonna call an ambulance for you because you're a fucking wacko. Alright, moving on. Alright, so tornado kick into the frog splash as a near fall on William Yuta, as once again Marina Shafir has the referee, not in a good position by the way. Roddy might have to, talk to his wife about that. Anyway, Moxley hits the Death Rider on Speedball Mike Bailey on the floor. Ow! And then William Yuta hits a low blow on Kevin Knight into a fruit roll-up, because William Yuta can't use a regular fucking finisher, right? Anyway, William Yuta gets the pinfall bastard on Kevin Knight. Damn! I didn't want William Yuta to pick up a win. Fuck. Alright, so that's it. Death Riders get the win. What are you gonna do? Alright, then we get a video on some technical spectacle. Whatever that was. Then we get a video on my favorite tag team, the Outrunners. The men who still follow me on Twitter and Instagram. They also retweeted me. Love them. Not like that, but, great guys. Truth Magnum and Turbo Floyd. They're trying to get back in touch with Brother Nature. Does that mean Nature Boy Ric Flair? Brother Nature? What are you talking about? You got me, Vern. I don't know. Alright, back to the action we go. Ricochet, along with the Gates of Agony. Bishop Quan! I know not Quan! And Toa Leona They're there as Ricochet takes on the newest member of the AEW roster, and that's former multiple-time X Division champion, multiple-time tag team champion. I don't know. He's former member of the Bullet Club. Too sweet me for the love of God. And that's Ace Austin. The fans went berserk when Ace Austin came out. And I'm glad he's in AEW. I hope Chris Bay is soon to follow, but, I mean, depends on his neck and what his contract status with TNA is. But, I mean, we'll see. We'll see. I hope we see ABC in the tag team division in AEW. They would be so good. Them and the Bucks. When Chris Bay gets better, I'm telling you right now, I would love to see the Bucks and ABC go at it. Or FTR and ABC. Any tag team with ABC would be great. So, I mean, fingers crossed that Chris Bay might be following to AEW, but we'll see. Alright, so this was a pretty damn good match. Ace gets a near fall of a kick to face, but then the Gates of Agony off the distraction. Richard hits a superplex into a Bleen Buster, not the Paradox, but a Bleen Buster, followed by a standing shooting star, press for a near fall. Goes for Vertigo. There's a place called Vertigo. Okay, not the U2 song. I guess counted into a fruit roll up for a near fall, and then Ace crotches Ricochet on top. Whoops! Oh, Samantha Irvin, you better call me. Your husband got no balls. Anyway, Ace's big dive takes out all three of the Gates of Agony and Ricochet, but Ricochet goes to the eyes, back on the inside, a little bit of Rowdy Piper-esque moves. Then he's a Spirit Gun! 1, 2, 3, Ricochet gets the win over Ace Austin in a pretty competitive 10.5-minute match. It is what it is. But I think Ace Austin will have a pretty good time in AEW. Maybe we'll see him on Ring of Honor. Maybe he'll win a title. Maybe if Chris Bay comes to AEW, we'll win the tag titles. I would love to see that. Either in Ring of Honor or AEW. Well, we got that. Alright, then we get the Paragon, well, minus Adam Cole, baby, who's on Twitch right now. They're ready to get back in the ring, so Roddy wants revenge on Kyle Fletcher for injuring Adam Cole, baby. Bastard, give him a concussion. We get that. And then the other members of the conglomeration come in, Tomohiro Ishii, not Ishii, Ishii, and the man that is undefeated, Hologram. They're there, they're like, oh, yeah, that's great. Right, Roddy. Right. I think Kyle O'Reilly was there, too. Yeah, Roddy, good. You get him, Roddy, you tell him who's boss. Let's see what happens with that. Speaking of the Paragon, doing our next tag team match with Blake Christian and his good buddy Lee Johnson. Wasn't a great match, 4.5 minutes. And Kyle O'Reilly and Roddy get the win after the high-low, or total elimination. They get the win over the guy that's Vanilla, basically. I forgot what his fucking catchphrase is. The Vanilla guy, Blake Christian and Lee Johnson. That's it. That's all I gotta say about that. And then after the match, Ishii and Hologram come in to celebrate, but then Roddy leaves because he's pissed about what Kyle Fletcher did to, his good buddy Adam. Adam! And then Kyle Roddy says, yeah, I'll call you. I'm out of here. We get that. Alright, moving on. FTR jumps Brody Hoot King in the back. They brought into the arena. And this is before their finals match coming up this week. To see who faces the Hurt Syndicate at Forbidden Door. We know it's FTR. But anyway, we get that. Brody fights back, but Stokely breaks up a cannonball attempt. And then he throws the Tony Khan cocaine into the eyes. Sets up the Shatter Machine. They hit that. And then Stokely, with his arm in a sling, gets a Bandito mask. Well, obviously Bandito was not there. Unless they beat up Bandito in the back, stole his mask. We didn't see that, obviously. So that furthers that the match coming up, I believe, tonight on the program, the finals of the tag team tournament. I would love for Brodito to face off against Bobby Lashley and Shelton Benjamin, but I think storyline purposes, we have FTR going up against Edge and Christian at All Out coming up September 20th in Toronto. I think we know who might win that. I mean, we'll see. We got that. Alright, after that, Skyflight, Scorpio Sky and Top Flight, Darius and Dante Martin, along with a beautiful, lovely Layla Gray, they issue a challenge to the Don Callis family for next week, and they don't care if it's a singles, tag, or trios match, and then Layla Gray promises to fuck Don Callis up. Oh, I would love to see that. Not like that, but you know what I mean. Don Callis would love to have Layla Gray fuck his dick up. Holy shit. His bald head. Anyway. So I think, I forgot to say, somebody said, well, that's $5 to the swear jar. And we're off the train. I'd be like, fuck that! That's $10! Damn it, where's that jar? I'm gonna break it! Alright, we got that. So next week, we got Skyflight taking on Don Callis family in a singles, tag, or trios match. Do I care? No. I care about Layla Gray, but everybody else don't really care that much about. And we move on. Alright, then we go to a fatal 4-way match for $100,000. Alright, Tony Khan's spending that money like it's nothing. Don't you need that money to get your year's supply of cocaine? Anyway, we had Julia Hart taking on Chris Statlander, taking on Penelope Ford, and the woman with a fat ass and a mean attitude, that's Anna Jay, along with Ty Conti at ringside. Lots of ass in the ring and outside the ring. Under 10-minute match. We're getting to the end. Anna Jay hits a blockbuster for a near fall, gets another near fall. Clean. Blah. She hits a blockbuster for a near fall, and then gets another near fall. After that, Penelope Ford gets back up with a Gilmore Casa! Bang! To Anna Jay, and a Poison Ronald leaves basically all 4 women down. Julia and Penelope both miss moonsaults, and some kicks leave everyone down again. And then Anna Jay hits a gory bomb, nice, on Julia Hart for a near fall as Penelope Ford made the save. And then Penelope and Anna Jay fight to the apron, which leaves Chris Statlander to head scissor choke. Almost like what Carmella's finisher used to be, the Code of Silence or something like that. She does that to Julia Hart, poor Julia Hart, and Julia taps out. Chris Statlander gets $100,000. Not that she needs it, but she gets the win. Big goddamn whoop. After the match, Julia Hart, Sky Blue, and Thekla run in for the beatdown. Well, actually, Thekla and Sky Blue come out, running for a big old beatdown, triggering a bunch of run-ins and beatdowns with, like, everybody, like Megan Bain and, everybody that you can think of. It was like a big old women's catfight! Big old beatdowns, and then, Holly! Cameron runs in to chase everybody off with her new mask. She looks dazzling. She's dazzling Harley Cameron, not dashing Cody Rhodes. Dashing, They're just smoking mirrors! I miss that theme. Hey, at least it's better than I serve my kingdom! No! Fuck that theme. Fuck Cody for that matter, too. Anyway, moving on. Alright, after that, the Don Callis family is ready for Hiromu Takahashi at Forbidden Door, meaning Fletcher. Kyle Fletcher's already defended his TNT title against the man from Japan, Hiromu Takahashi. And they'll see Skyflight on Dynamite as well. Okay, so we got that coming up tonight. Alright, Chris Statlander is happy with winning $100,000, and then Harley Cameron runs in, celebrates her, jumps her, like, straddles her legs, and Chris Statlander's, like, holding her, like, sexually. I wish I was doing that. Anyway, the Death Riders come in, and look, you saw Renee Paquette's face. Mox is like, damn right. What? Statlander ignores William Yuta. William was like, hey, no. As you should ignore him, Chris Statlander. Because William Yuta's the type of guy that needs to be ignored. Nobody likes the guy. Fuck him. We get that. Alright, then we go to Juice Robinson. That's Tony Storm's husband. Oh, lucky guy. He takes on the Bad Apple Brian Keith with Big Cass at ringside. Austin Gunn at ringside. Guns up for the Bang Bang Gang. Under 7-minute match. They, Juice punches his way out of trouble, gets a near fall off a face plant, and then, Big Cass and Austin Gunn get into a big fight on the floor, but in the ring, Juice Robinson's forward DDT, I don't know if that's the, what is that? I forgot the name of the move. The Juice is Loose, or whatever it's called. Forward DDT, 1, 2, 3, gets the win on Brian Keith. And that's it. And then it seems like Juice Robinson seems to have banged his knee. Oh no, not another injury for him? Didn't he just come off a leg injury? Or some type of injury he just came off of? Now he's almost gonna be back on the injury list again? Damn. At least he has more time to spend with Tony Storm again. I broke my leg, I gotta stay in the bed. We'll get that. Alright, Anthony Bowens yells at Renee Paquette for asking him about Max Caster. He's like, why am I always hearing this, let's go, Max, you're the best wrestler alive chant, when all Max Caster does is lose? Well, technically, he beat, Roosh 2 weeks ago, so he kinda won? So that storyline continues, that I don't give 2 fucks about. And we get that. Alright, I believe this is the main event. Fatal 4-way match for a shot at the IWGP Heavyweight title at Forbidden Door, which Mr. Zack Sabre Jr. has. So we have the Dancing Fool, Danny Garcia, Nigel McGuinness, we love, not on commentary for the night, obviously, because Matt Minnow's on commentary. So, Danny Garcia, Nigel McGuinness, Hichisero, who's taking on Bandito next Friday night for the Ring of Honor World title, and the Pure Champion, Lee Moriarty, who's taking on, some Mexican guy, Zuelito? I don't know what his name is. Someone with an X in it. Not Zima Ion or some shit like that. But anyway, this was actually a good match. Back and forth they went. Not going to get into all of it, obviously. Long match, 15-minute match. Then in the end, Danny and Nigel get stereo holds on the other two men until Nigel lets his finish submission go to elbow Garcia. And then the London Dungeon, which is a seated armbar, not the London Bridge or, the Tower of London, has Lee Moriarty in trouble, but Hichisero grabs a hold of both of them at the same time. Danny Garcia has to break that up, and then he locks in the Dragon Slayer, I should say, the sharpshooter on Hichisero, as Nigel puts Lee Moriarty in the London Dungeon. So, who's gonna tap here? McGuinness cranks back even harder. Aye! And then Lee Moriarty tapped. Now, this was Final Battle. He would have won the Pure title. But then, you know how that ended. Some bullshit. Alright, so Nigel pins Lee Moriarty, the Pure Champion. I don't know how that's going to go later on, but we get all of that. So, Nigel gets an IWGP title shot. This is going to be a banger at Forbidden Door with a guy that we saw at All In last year in that Casino Battle Royale in London. Nigel versus Zack Sabre Jr. and the crowd's going completely berserk. And you know they're going to do it this year. I can't wait for that match. That is going to probably steal the show, if not the Lights Out cage match with Team Ocean Spray and Team Moxley. We have to see what happens with that. Good match, though. Good match. Afterwards, Garcia is pissed. And that really doesn't bode well for Nigel's future. But Nigel says the match with Zack Sabre Jr. is a dream match and asks for some applause for Danny Garcia. And he even asks Danny to be in his corner at Forbidden Door, with Garcia accepting to end the show. So you know Garcia's gonna screw Nigel. You know it's happening. It's penciled in. I don't even have to tell you Danny Garcia's gonna screw Nigel. Not like that, but... Really? Alright, so we get that. Alright, so all in all, that ends the show. I believe, yes. That ends the show. Pretty good show. 7.25 out of 10 stars, and that's all I gotta say about that. Alright, I'll be back in a little bit. I gotta go out. I'll be back with your TNA Ring of Honor review. We'll talk about NXT and Dynamite. NXT later tonight. We'll talk about Dynamite tomorrow. And that's pretty much it. So, thanks for watching, everybody. Until next time, I'm Peter Joseph signing off. Peace out. Rock on and rock hard with your cookout. And if you're not down with that, well, I got 3 words for you. Fuck you, man! And that's it. Until next time. Adios. Peace.